G. Okay, good morning, all. Thanks for joining. Okay, we'll start our weekly yoga session. As usual, best part is the asans, the physical exercises. Then we'll do breathing exercises and in the end, meditation. So sit straight. So keep your back straight. Calm yourself. Recite Om mantra 3 times. Breathe in deeply. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Welcome again. Okay, let's get going. So just some warm-up exercises. We start with Chakrasana. So hold your hands together. Move yourself clockwise 3 times. And then anti-clockwise 3 times. Okay, so be mindful, be rhythmic. That's how yogic exercises are helpful if you are able to keep your mind. Yeah, so that's one of the purposes yogic exercises or yoga teaches this to be keep yourself in the moment and everything that you do is in rhythm as well. Okay, so Paschimottanasana, so lift your hands up, touch the toes. Okay. Now, exercises for ankles. As I say, make sure you exercise your wrists and ankles because of the type of exercise that we do these days. It involves a lot of stationary position either on your legs all day or wrists at the computer. So you need to exercise them, otherwise they become very stiff after 20, 30 years of doing the same thing. Okay, so ankle exercises, move up, down, move your legs, separate them, bring them inside the big toes, in, out, in, out, in, out, and then go clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay. Right, you can do the similar thing for your wrist. Okay, pull and push, pull, push, and then rotate them. Do it as a habit so that you don't get this pain. Right, now more specific targeted exercises. The first for your Muladhara Chakra, the energy center at the lowest level. Everything that we actually do is based upon the Vedic mantras, which are expanded in the what's called Yoga Shastra. Yes, so this whole book is actually talks about was Rishi Patanjali. Okay, so very ancient Hindu, this like a scientist, those times. He's written all these things about holistic living, healthy living, and its association with your inner self. Okay, so fusion of your body, mind to your soul. Okay, soul, body, suksham, the atma. It's quite deep understanding of the body. Yeah? So it's a very healthy exercise as well as it's very spiritual. Okay, you learn about yourself, how to be healthy, how to keep your mind still, and in doing so, then you find a avenue, a pathway of a very deep concept of uh, Hindu prayers, in which it is about actually keeping your body healthy. And if your body is healthy, then your inner self is more in tune with the outer environment, because we are reflecting, or we basically are component of the macro zone, the large universe inside us. So it's about actually, so this is butterfly. So butterfly asan uh, exercise helps you in the Swadhisthana chakra. Okay, so energy center just above the tailbone. Most of the world today, all of us actually live by the lower chakras, first two chakras, which is based on fear, survival instincts, and that's why we become so protective of everything. This is mine, the ego controls it. And so this Thana is about our superficial nature of our sensual attachment to our senses, very, very superficial. Okay. So moving up is called Manipurasana or solar plexus. Here, if you move those lower to energy up to the third at the belly button level, then you become productive. So any material success, people have a more focus in life of what they want to do. So work wise, success wise, then the body is able to achieve much, much more. If you remain on the survival mode, which is at the Muladhara level, it's all about finding out everything that you do is actually only to survive. So, right, so you come up, Anahata chakra. So then, if all the other three are in balance and the energy can be moved to the Anahata chakra, then obviously that's the driving center where the love, and love is the most powerful language and communicating tool of this world. Everything and anything can be achieved if there is love, in a very broad concept of love for yourself. You're looking after your body, because the energy production of the heart with the coherence to the brain waves is very powerful in your own good health. Obviously, love for other people. You don't have wars if you people knew how to actually love and care about other people. Obviously, with love, you care about the environment. Hmm? You won't grow billions of animals just to kill and eat them. Yeah, that's love for animals and other creatures. Everything has a reason to be there, because we didn't make them. Like us, they were part of this earth and they have a own reason to be, or not for us because we have more intellect that we decide. Okay, so which is very damaging to the environment anyway. So deforestation occurs because of the large farms that we create. So love at this level of chakra, so we do these exercises consciously thinking of all those things, then you have better brain coherence. And then at the neck, called Vishuddhi chakra, your voice box. So you have this very rapid reflex action. So in thinking process. Your voice is pleasant. It has power in it when you speak. So things like that. Okay, and then there's other chakras, metaphysical, and further beyond, more spiritually, like pineal gland stimulation, pituitary gland, and right to the top of the head. They are done more by the breathing exercises and meditative power. Okay, so but small sort of quick run of how yogic actually poses are helpful. Mm. Now bring your legs together, sit in Padmasana, this position, and try and lift yourself. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The other side, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, see if you can do this. Put your legs together and lift yourself. Right now, hands, muscles on the back of your hand. So put it together and lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go all on your fours. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now lie down. Now let's do exercises. Lying down. Right. First is put your legs for 45 degrees. Hold them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch the floor. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch the floor. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now open the legs. Outside in and inside out. Do exercises for me. Support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then move clockwise, then clockwise. And left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay, now lie down, keep the legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoulders 10. Sarvangasana. Go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay here. Open your legs. Go front, back, and then move it. Opposite. All right. Now roll down. Push and touch the floor. Push your legs up and above your head. See if you can touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Come back. Pull your knee towards your chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite side. Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now both knees together. Pull them. 1, 2, 3, 5. And in this position, just lift yourself, bounce up and down, up, down, up, down. Go to the right side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now extend yourself, lift like Matrish. It's called Matrishasana, like a fish pose. Lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands by the shoulders. Lift yourself, Chakrasana. Lift yourself like a bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come down. Hands behind your neck. And then this is called Makarasana. Very good exercises for your back, yeah? Okay, slowly, rhythmically, just move. Ankles are together, knees are together. You're moving it right side, left side, slowly, slowly. In the variation of it, your left ankle and your right knee, and push yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And then another variation. Hold the ankles and then see if you can extend your leg as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. Do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, Navasana bow position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. All right. Now sit. Let's do Go Mukhasan. Cow pose. Sitting right ankle, have your left leg over your right knee, right hand behind the left knee. Push yourself back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the back tired. Hold your fingers above your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side, right ankle over your left knee. Push yourself. Left elbow over left knee. And look at the back as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands over your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Variation. 1, 2, 3, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Now rest. Little bit of relaxation. While you breathe deeply, press your sole of your feet, starting with the little toe, the second, the middle, and the big toe, and then clap using the sole of the feet. Okay, so all the way, press them. Very powerful for grounding. Okay, electrical energy that is within the body being grounded. Plus, it's very stimulatory to the different points within our brain cortex. Okay, so it's very helpful. Massage, gradual massage. Yeah, come up with the same with your hands. Press different. This is the acupressure, part of the whole Ayurvedic system of stimulation of different aspects of your neural system, which obviously has connection to your sensory motor nerve system into the brain. So, yeah, clap. Saying namaste. Yeah, that's why you say namaste. Okay. So you appreciate others by folding your hands, but at the same time, you stimulate, these centers are being stimulated. Okay? Front of your hands. All right. Position between the bone and the tendon, the right hand. Press it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then Jataragni, balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, as I keep saying, most 90% of the stress sits around, okay, these muscles around your face, your eyeballs, your cheek, your chin, right top of your head. So just with the very soft palms of your fingers, just massage. Okay. This tapping is how it relaxes your muscles. Okay, the stress and strain, stimulation of your different organs like thymus and thyroid gland. Yeah, you get energy. Amazing how much this sort of stimulation of the nerve in your body is very powerful. Just make a fist with the right armpit, breathing to the right nostril, out to the left. Now, right fist and the left armpit, breathing to the left nostril, out to the right, left. Okay. Now we've done a bit of rest. We'll go to the exercise now, lying facing the floor. Right, let's start with first with. You can stay in the plank position, or if you can do the push-ups. Let's do it. Okay, if you can do 100 with me, it's good. Let's go 1. Okay, 100. Lie down flat. Push your hands above your neck as much as you can, and legs downward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax and rest your chin with your help of your elbow. Okay, and then bring your ankles towards your bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now push yourself up. Look at the right ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chin side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start passing snake pose. Bind your hands together, ankles together, rotate to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. One more time. Right side and left side. Very good. Now, hands by the side. Lift your legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch the floor. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch the floor. Back up. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Relax. Bring your hands towards the chest. Lift your right leg with support of your left. Move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now balance yourself on one knee, right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. Side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push your right leg in and stretch yourself as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Now stay on your four legs like a camel. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe out as you come up. Push your tummy in and lift yourself, your back out. And breathe out then. Yeah? Breathe in. Up. Push your tummy in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. Breathe in. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now go on to your knees, Sthirasana. Balance yourself as you push yourself backwards. Okay, the support of your ankle. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit on your ankles this time. Support yourself on the back and push as much as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can go all the way. Okay. On yourself. Go, go, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, sitting what's called Vajrasana, this position. Sitting here. All right. Let's do Mandukasana. So fingertips together at your belly button. Push yourself down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. Put more pressure with the help of your left hand. Press down. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the same on the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My hands at the level of your thighs, at the level of your belly button. Push it here on your kidney area. Push it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you obviously increasing pressure on your internal organs. Okay, stimulation of internal organs. Now exercises for your eyes. Open your hands, neck straight. Look at the fingers on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go diagonal up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now left hand upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right side downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then horizontal right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look far away and quickly to the tip of your nose. Far away. To 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 tip of your nose. Go clockwise. 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12. Go anti-clockwise. 12, 9, 6, 3, 12. 9, 6, 3, 12. 9, 6, 3, 12. 9, 6, 3, 12. Okay, now we've done most of the exercises. Now let's do for the wrist one more time. 1, right, push and pull. Hands together, opposite. Okay, now shoulder exercises. Push. Yeah. And then rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neck, push you on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Right, we've done most of the exercises, sitting, lying down, front and back. Now do some balancing. So on your tummy, you can balance yourself like this. On your ankles. Okay, one knee inside. Okay, now lie down and then lift yourself up without help of your hands. Okay, so we do it like every week. We are doing this thing to strengthen our tummy muscles. Okay, so lift yourself up without like support of your hand. Come up. Good. So like that. All right. Which brings us to the exercises of our exercise standing up. All right. Right. So do first your knee exercises. So go clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anti-clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hip. Okay. Move clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Anjali position. Hands like this. Go down all the way. Come up. Hold your earlobes. Crisscross. Go down 1, 2, 3. And then in 4, hold it out. Down. Malasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up slowly. Now, a bit of aerobic exercise. You lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Open your chest, breathe in and out deeply. Out, in, out, in, out. Now extend your hand. Hand still straight. Vrikshasana like a tree pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. One leg. Focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Warrior pose. Push. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now squeeze yourself further by pushing into the right knee. 1, 2, 3. Hands on your thighs, straighten up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, change sides, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Return. Now we'll do what's called Chandrayasana. Okay, moon pose. Start with what's called Trikonasana. Push your right hand towards right ankle. Look at the fingers on left fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands together. Go down. Right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now sit on your right ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side, left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hands together. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift yourself. 1, 2, 4, 5. And then sit on this left ankle this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. Push yourself. Touch your inside of each of the ankle. Push as far in, out, up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, the 12 positions, Surya Namaskar. Yeah? To finish off all the asans exercises. If nothing you can remember, just do the Surya Namaskars. Okay, again, you pace it up. We'll do 3 cycles of it. You can do as many as you want when you have time and energy. Look towards east, sunrise, express gratitude. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Touch your toes. Push your right leg back. Straighten yourself. Both legs together. Plank position. Go down. Asana. Chin, knee, and ankle. Or toes are touching. Lift up. Bhujangasana. Push inside now. Mountain pose. Parvatasana. Right leg up, followed by left. Push left leg in. Look up, straighten. Both legs together. Breathe in and out. Now do from the left side. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Left leg. Straighten. Both legs together. In. Up. Bhuja. Parvatasana. Left leg followed by right. Push right leg in. Both legs together. Breathe out. That was one cycle. The second one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Straighten. Plank position. Asana. Bhuja. Parvatasana. Right side, left. Left in. Both legs together. Up. Left side, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and out. Left side, plank, bhujan, parvat, left, right, push in, both legs together, up. Now the third cycle, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last one. Breathe in. 1. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? Only 3. Okay, Surya Namaskar, your whole heart rate increases. Aerobic, okay? Exercise is happening. Okay? So depending on how much time you have, you can utilize in the comfort of your own area without hurting your knee, ankles by running or anything. You can do all this exercise. That's why they are very helpful and they are rhythmic because you are mindful as well. So it's very helpful for internal organs and nerve centers. How to finish off with? Just do, if you can, balance yourself, lift yourself. Hands. And the last one, you can do the shoulder extend, and I'll do the head extend. After that, we do the pranayams. Yeah? Lift. Balancing yourself. Yeah, helping go opposite the gravity of your blood flow. body. Okay. Right. So all asanas are done. The last asana is your favorite. Most people weekends just want this asana, which is to lie down, which is called shavasana, like a dead corpse position. Yeah, love sleeping. Yeah, so the yoga gives you this thing as well to lie down as well. Actually, like a dead person, it makes you sleep so deeply, but in a conscious manner. I mean, your mind is awake anywhere. You're sleeping. Your body senses are actually switched off for repair. Your mind is still awake. You're going through different actually stages. If anything, only in the sleep that you go through the deeper components of your sleep, which when you are awake, the beta waves don't allow you to be in that. But if you learn yourself, which is this asana, which is shavasana with yog nidra, you become powerful when you are awake as well, because you can then change your level of brain waves and concentration when you are awake. Otherwise, you go through a lot in the sleep. The different stages of sleep when you are sleeping, and the brain is actually awake. Your heart is awake. Your lungs are awake. All the subconscious functions that maintains this body or runs this body are active. Otherwise, you'll be gone. So realization of all this functional physiological component is called yoga nidra, and concentrating on it and revisiting them when you're conscious brings you power to the body. Okay, so because you, for the first time, when you go, like you'll be doing yoga nidra, that you actually dip into the subconscious. Otherwise, subconscious is there ruling your world without you even realizing. You think you are in control of yourself, but actually, your body is in an autopilot. And most of the information that you have in your left side of your brain is actually predetermined through your growing up, state trimester pregnancy, and first 7 and 8 years of life is when it is all made anywhere. And then through the school system, by 25 years, you are done. Later on in life, when we are living our life, we are actually replaying the whole tape, basically, without realizing that too. You don't realize because it's you are going through those things, waking up in the morning with the same thoughts, doing the same things in the same way, and then back to the sleep and repeating next day, every month, every year. It becomes a solid, hard wiring of your brain. And by 40 years, you are done. You don't realize even. And sometimes you have the intellect to actually realize you need to change the whole wiring. So the neurons that fire together, wire together. It's a basic neurology line. That's how habits and memories form. You live with that without realizing, and you can't actually change. So your Nidra gives you the opportunity to help become more conscious when you are actually awake as well. So the depth of the sleep that we get without realizing fall asleep, the body is healing. We can heal while you are awake as well. So we go through the journey of the body. That's what it is, your Nidra, and let's travel. The first and most important component is your breath. That too, there is conscious component to it and a subconscious. All of us, most 99% of the time, we are subconsciously letting it breath just happen. And luckily, it is subconscious option there because we might, as it is, we are so selfish. We might even get more selfish because your ego controls you and locks your house like big boundaries and fence. Your inside becomes more similar way locked, and so you feel you don't depend on external AI even. That's why we breathe so superficially, subconsciously realizing, oh, I don't want to be dependent on external things, and you breathe so superficially. And that superficial breath is actually not good. It only can help you live your life, give you little oxygen just to keep surviving, and carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide comes out. But it's not your potential. The whole potential is not happening because the way we have actually closed ourselves towards the environment, towards the community, towards our society, towards the whole world, thinking that locking yourself, yeah, and the you know why that's happening? Because of the very first thing when we started doing the asans, I say fear factor. Fear makes you lock yourself, control yourself, and runs a chain of negative type of emotions. You get fear, you get anger, if things doesn't happen, you think there's lose of pride, you lose control. So that level we live, and the whole world is going through this thing now. The worst of all this thing is because we didn't realize before, we thought it was this external mind thing, but now we understand that the whole impact of this status of ourselves, it has a very detrimental impact on your body. You lock yourself outside from the world, your cells read that you are locking yourself inside. So the cells go into this mode of actually, because that the message that's passed from the brain in terms of electrical impulses to the receptors in each of these 50 trillion cells, that hey, you need to actually be very careful, start saving, start protecting yourself. So the cells actually start to close themselves and are not creative anymore. So the amplification of good genes, good health, good hormones, chemical mediators are suppressed. So your actions are doing it. So your midra, so concentration of breath. So breathe in deeply through your nostrils, go down the throat, follow the air in the lungs, watch it as it delivers the oxygen to the blood and hemoglobin binds it, takes the lung and lung pumps to the entire body without your real involvement. It's happening. Very complex procedure. Breathe again. Now this time, follow the same path, breath, lungs. Now push your attention towards the belly button and concentrate on breathing out. From the toes right to the top of your head. Watch as the air that is produced to come out, carbon dioxide, is exhaled. Take them out. Pull apart. Okay? So you understand the breath, fat burning, which is metabolism, is dependent on this cycle. You take in air, to oxygen, combines with the carbohydrate, sugar, and fat. It breaks down, produces carbon dioxide, which is exhaled. The Western education system is good, very good in giving you dot points, but we don't get taught to link what happens. So one of the principles of why breath is very helpful is actually balancing your metabolism, weight gain, weight loss, etc. So there are dot points everyone knows through the school system, but they don't apply and understand how it actually is related to your living. Photosynthesis in the plant, the energy is incorporated into plant. We are dependent on plants, which produces oxygen and the food. And people who eat meat and things, the primary source is actually photosynthesis anywhere. They graze the grass, the leaves, they eat. So you eat the medium to, but the primary source, understand where it's coming from. That has the most amount of energy. So breathe in. The third pranayam called saman. So first moves, second, now third, bring it to the belly button region, just above it, concentrate. Now that reflects on so-called saman or jataragni or the burning power of this body. So your food digestive process is maintained by the energy center there, which is tumola hydrochloric acid. Needs to be in fine-tuned balance to give you the best metabolism. So reflective of the sun. Yes, sun. Without sun, none of the planetary systems have the gravity to spin. It again, the thought of how I say rhythmic yoga, everything is rhythmically moving, nothing is stagnant. So trying to create barriers and fences and being stagnant, no, that's not the natural state of this body. The whole earth is spinning around 2,200 kilometers per second. What do you mean you will just be yourself and completely separated from entire world? No, you can't. The earth itself is spinning and twisting as well. So that whole space is reflected in your body, that ether, the space, which is infinite. The solid part, atoms, electrons are only 1% within our body. Everything is viscous otherwise. Your motor, your sensory nerve perception gets stimulated through this procedure of actually proper breath or pranic shaktis. Now breathe again. Now bring your attention to 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the heart level. It reflects the heart chamber, 5 liters of blood that it pushes. 25% of earth is supported by ocean. Your body also is 70% fluid. So you understand the fluidity, the shitalta cohesion of your body, and that with that, the centers, somra, CSF, pleura, pericardial fluid, everywhere is fluid. Even where the baby grows, amniotic fluid. So reflect, think through what is your body. It's very important because that's what happens in the sleep. Your subconscious is being visited, and that is what heals your body. Because if your body is 90% is run by subconscious, there has to be a time for it to actually recuperate. And if you only give, that's why sleep is very important for the right amount, then it's specifically actually healing. But if you actively do it, it's even more powerful. So breathe again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did fifth one. Come up right to the top of the head. Dhyan. That reflects this entire body system. Your sthul or gross body, your suksham or astral body, and your causal or karan sharir is so the driver of this body. May they be in balance, and yoga means fusion of the three. 205 bones, tendon muscles, different layers of physical body, which include electrical, chemical, biological, magnetic, subatomic. So this is how far medicine can utilize, and we do all this work around these things to give you as much health as we can. But it's very hard to go beyond, which is the mind, the mental aspect of it, because that is related to your secretion of different types of chemical mediators. And that is but much, much more difficult to manage and manipulate because it's not physical. We can measure the hormones and indirectly say we can create synthetic chemicals to balance it, but it's not easy. And it's most of things that we are trying to do is it's not effective. So there has to be some other way of actually supporting that aspect of your brain. And beyond that, the causal body, karma, the soul, atma, is quite far away. But we need to actually first balance the first two that we know. Then you will automatically reach the third level of it. So that's what it is, yoga, the fusion. So then there are 5 more prana, which called Nag, Kuruma, Karikal, Devdat, Dhananjay. These help with the different aspects of the peristalsis, full movement, secretion of gastric and other juices, eyelid movement, hiccups, birth process, all these things. These happen. The knowledge is all through this Yog Darshan, the book the Vedas, they have this knowledge. Slowly it's coming out. Just breathe again. Deep breath. Now take your attention to your mouth. The second subconscious activity that we do, again, partly it's conscious, partly subconscious, most of it's subconscious, the breath itself are. So if you consciously breathe, then you get the power in your hands to actually bring the power of the universe in you. But if you leave it idle and neutral, it will flow, that's okay. And you be a mediocre and your life goes like that. Same with food. Okay, so second component that makes your body from a baby being born 3 kg becomes 80 kg. What was it? It's only food and drinks. But if you don't use your intellect and brain and don't understand that how this body grows and shapes itself every week and month and every cell is replaced, and it is by what you eat and drink. So the whole structure is built on what you're putting in your body. So shouldn't we be very careful? We are the most educated intellectual creations on earth, but we tend to be most irresponsible for what we put in our body. Either we end up creating a cemetery for dead animals being pushed through, or whatever we do, or like a refrigerated, whole thing. It's not your fridge, it's not your cemetery, it's not. It's actually a living mechanism of actually giving good health. So the food, again, your control is your hand, your mind that you are given as a human being, you have a freedom. So my dog has a limited availability of the memory to eat only certain things. They won't eat any other thing. Plants also from the soil, they're so selective. A red rose will only select those nutrients, while a yellow one will do that, or coconut will do something else. But they don't go. They will kill themselves, but they won't take something else in. But our freedom is what is the risk. So we have we have lost the plot of what is natural thing that needs to be put in your mouth, because that's all your control. Your hand bring it to your mouth. And even in the mouth, where we still have some control, we have forgotten because we are lazy or we don't have time, we gulp things, we don't even chew properly. So it's a huge impact on chewing food properly. And if you eat the right vegetables, which are the power source of this body, which is the natural ingredient of this body, because you're a human, your intellect to actually be creative, you need to be able to recognize the good foods which are medicines for this body, while the animals have that knowledge by instinctive way, they select their own things. And if they have to eat like a carnivore, they will only, for food purposes, they will eat, and not for any other reason, like not a power source. What humans do, then use this intellect to create all this and kill, and then ethical, moral aside, it's hugely detrimental to this body, because the intestine, our systems are not made. It's a very long intestinal system we have, which is not actually conducive to meat-based food, because they stay in too long within your intestines and are risk factors for lots of diseases, including cancer, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and all sorts of problems. We have to be mindful that freedom that as humans we have, and intellect they are, understand the bigger principles, and climate change itself a huge now pressing issue. A lot of cattle growing, animal growing, 80 billion animals are killed a day. Morally, ethically, is it right? Or climate level, deforestation, the cruelty, the whole thing. Is it right? We are human beings. So it's not religious or anything. It's actually it's a human as a responsible
most intellectual species on this earth is responsibility. Because they after from the mouth, they eat the vegetables from different colored vegetables are there. That's why they're called rainbow colors of food, like the rainbow outside. They bring beauty to your body if you take them all the different types of colored food. And chew properly, your blood pressure, other things are controlled from your mouth. For compounds that are released, nitrites and things, they dilate your blood vessels. Direct action happens through your mouth before even going to the tummy. And that doesn't happen from refrigerated, refined food, animal-based food. It actually plant-based food. It goes down the esophagus, stomach, acid balance, large bowel 8 meters, small bowel 8 meters, large bowel 2 meters. They contain 38 trillion bacteria, microbial population. And that is why vegetables are very helpful because the good bacteria require cellulose, fiber food that comes through the cabbage, the fruits, the yogurt, the proper fermented yogurt, not this, what we buy with high level of sugar and things. No, sugar is very detrimental because the refined sugar, all refined foods, they kill the bacteria. 50% of the population, no, 50% of our gut bacteria are gone now. Huge impact on your physical illnesses, diseases, as well as mental illness, because there's a vagus nerve connection to the head from what happens in the tummy directly relates to what you can understand absorption of nutrients and things, and disturbance of bacteria has direct impact on your immune system. 30% of the immune system is lined with your gut. A lot of good feeling hormones, dopamine, etc. are secreted within your gut lining, more than 50% of it. That is why you need to be mindful of what you do eat, apart from the climate impact and the ethics and the cruelty. What you are doing to your body probably is at least that if people start thinking, you can correct a lot of things. And what has to be expelled, and there's a system within the body which does it. So yoga brings you to attention to be mindful. Again, now bring your attention to the side of your tummy where the kidneys are. These are bean-shaped structures. Put your attention to it. It filters microseconds. Every bit of blood is filtered. Body system of removing toxins. So visualize it. It will help you so that your kidney function remains good. Your blood pressure will be maintained. Immune system, as I said, in the gut. Autoimmune diseases are so common in the last 50, 60 years now. Why? Because of the gut bacteria, gut health is being blown apart. Think of it. Now, take your attention to the fingertips, your wrist, your elbow, come up the shoulders, back of your neck, go down your spine, right to the sole of the feet, come in the front, to the knees, to the thighs, into the pelvic region. There's 72,000 nadis or neural complexes which runs this what's called the subtle body. From the physical we talked about, now the subtle A component. The nerve plexus, which are the energy driving, because the body, like the whole universe, is a electromagnetic frequency. Your Wi-Fi, your phone, your TV, what do? They connect to this energy which is all around. What can this body do? Also can actually connect to this energy. But first you have to cleanse this body. First you may have to make the antennas of this body more refined. Otherwise the Wi-Fi won't work. And we are stuck at the Wi-Fi level. This body, we're just leaving it as it is. No, you need to put more effort in life as we have to do for simple living even. To have a good house and a luxury of the world, you have to work hard. So for even for the body, you'll have to not leave it randomly that you will achieve. No, you have to put effort. And the deepest aspect of Hindu religion for thousands of years before, when no other man-made religions came in. It was a way of life to refine your body. That's what this system is actually. Now bring your attention to the pelvic area, the left side. It's called Ida. So it is directly related to the position of the moon. And it, as you understand, moon determines your lots of functions in the body, hormone secretion and organ impact. On the right side, the sun position, Earth moving around orbiting sun, sun orbiting within the Milky Way orbiting within the cosmos. Everything is moving. Sun is moving too around within the context of Milky Way. It's called Akash Ganga. And these are all written thousands of years before. Now, science, physics, James Webb telescope is showing us all this information, which is already in our books. This is very powerful. So follow the nerve plexus, left side, right side, Ida and Pingala, along the spinal cord, right to the top of your head. This energy lies, which is the electromagnetic frequencies which relate to the universe. And that is the deepest aspect component of Hindu religion, where it teaches how you connect to the energy or the creator, the God, Atma, Paramatma. The determination is done by these two eyes we have, two ears, two nostrils, and your tongue. These are the five antennas which receives information. And the choice being a human is ours as opposed to animals, amphibians, and plants, limited. For us, that freedom is very powerful, but it can be very detrimental as well. Where do you get stuck with this sensual perception? Because they are organs of perception, they are not the end result, because the impact is through your brain centers, where the neurons are. And the brain itself doesn't actually, it will create an image of whatever it is bringing, or the taste, or the touch, feeling. But those feelings, emotions happen because the nerve puts in a sequence of events through your thoughts, which is the mind. And it runs by electrical conduction system to each of your 50 trillion cells in the body. Because that's how your cells then react or tap or reignite your pharmacy of the body. So the thoughts that come in through these antennas are very important, what we are bringing in, because that sets up the cascade of activities, either amplification of good genes or bad genes. And if you disturb your gut health, microbial population goes, you come into a stage of chronic inflammation in the body, low level chronic inflammation, which is very one of the most important reasons why cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, stroke, kidney problems, other things happen. Apart from imbalance of immune system, autoimmune diseases like thyroid problems, joint problems, etc., kidney problems. So that activity, this part has a direct relation to how we express. The body actually gets locked into by our own system. It's a thought process in the senses how they're receiving this information, and our cells have no choice. They don't have separate eyes, ears, or nose. They depend on this, our external factors to the brain, to mind, and the cascade of effects are the activities that are received by the cell. And the cells then go into this because they think they have to do that because you receive the information. And if we are in the survival mode, fight, flight activity only, then obviously your adrenal gland is hypercharged and you will damage your body eventually, because acute inflammation is good, it heals your body. Chronic inflammation, persistent, no, it's very harmful. Acute stress is very helpful. If you are in a dangerous situation, it gives you the energy, redirects all the blood from your gut. That's why you get that butterfly feeling. Your immune system, everything is shut up for a while. You are protected, but you put them in chronic level, your gut health is gone. With that, lots of diseases happen because no species can be chronically into a hyperactive mode, survival mode. No, it damages your body. So that is what is happening to the society now. 16 of your 24 hours of your day, you are in this survival mode. And it's not only physical only, run, rush, mortgage, children, work, manager, traffic. But as I was explaining, it sets up a sequence of activity in your brain. And that is what causes the real damage, your anger, your frustration, your pride being broken, jealousy, comparison. They are not only thrown words that from externally that you can chit chat about things. No, they have a direct impact on this body. So that's why the Yoga Nidra yoga system looks after your internal body, so bring your attention to that. How do you balance this half stage is what's called vasovagal nerve stimulation. It's done through these yogic rhythmic exercises and breathing exercises. With the vagus nerve runs from the brain and has a direct impact on reducing your blood pressure, your heart rate. It causes peristalsis, produces insulin, other gastric juices, and brings this rest, repair, regeneration, creativity to your body, where your gut health has a better connection to your brain. So depression, anxiety, and other mental illnesses are not going to inflict you. And similarly, physical diseases, because when your gut health is good, these many bacteria are directly related to good health. So, so it's not dogma. I mean, there's common sense in it that people should understand what we put in our mouth, but because it is put in a religious connotation, people become very defensive. And that is the problem of this kind of religion we've created as men. Rather than it has to be just a way of life where you respect the nature, the animals, everything that are around us because we are part of that, which will have direct impact on your body. This is the biggest way of actually being respectful, and we all are trying to acquire those good habits in ourselves. But then you go out of the main reasons why people were taught or their ways of teaching good behavior, respect, care for nature of other humans, into no, just protect your own belief systems and whatever the superficial political aspect of it, you live by it. And you end up actually being worse. So that is the state of human beings today. The false division of all sorts of things for nothing. This is old way of righteous called as dharma. It wasn't called even religion. It's just righteous way of living. And as humans, it is our duty actually to take care of the universe, the other species that are on this earth, because they are essential. The earth will survive, as we realize through the COVID doesn't require human beings. But if you lose the species within the soil, the earth goes. The animals, the earth can't survive. The whole earth runs by these other species, which are the real reason it is healthy. We end up actually destroying it. We are not the ones. We are here to actually be part of the nature. And if we can do anything to help, it's so much better. But we are dependent on other species. So that is the deep teaching of the systems of deep Hinduism. So that's why I always call dharma only righteousness. Ahimsa satyasti ambrahmacharya apigra sausantos tapasya sudhya ishwara. These are the bases, the tenets, 10 tenets of it. no violence, ahimsa, astya. Don't try and trick others and take others' property. Brahmachari, control your senses. Apigra, be content with what you have. Because this life is a cycle. The justice of it, some will be better than you. That's okay because this is not one life. There are multiple lives that people live, and the others will be much more at a higher hierarchy level because of past deeds and things they deserve, like people who win lottos and things. They would have been huge charitable people in other times of their life, and they're not so good. Every action that happens is just not random. Everything is an energy-based reason of how it happens. Because we like a dust, speck of dust in context of the universe. What is Earth in terms of 100 billion stars, 100 billion galaxies within our Milky Way? This is only our Milky Way. There is unlimited amounts of universes beyond us. So who are seriously we? In the large context of the universe, it's irrelevant. So this survival mode of ego, anger that comes within the pride and the control is only destruction to the humanity. Doesn't have any meaning in context of the creation because it's irrelevant. What is Earth? Thousands of planets like Earth there, and why would there not be any other species there? Its limitation of our mind doesn't mean that things don't exist. As has science kept changing its goalposts over the last 300 years, it has been flat, and many people still believe that Earth runs around Moon or Moon runs the Earth or that Sun is stagnant. No, thousands of years before the Vedas, all this information has been there. So obviously there were very intelligent people then. All this information that I'm sharing has been there. It's only been validated by now science. So science is a validation tool. Does it mean that it's not in science doesn't exist? No. I'm a scientist myself. We create hypotheses based on our level of actually thought process. That's it. If that's what we understand, that's only our hypothesis. But if the intellect increases and your hypotheses become bigger, you will validate more. And now it's beyond any argument with the quantum theory, quantum energy that we understand in physics of the universe. You can't now hide behind the curtain and just make up stories. No. And the good part of it, this is only getting closer towards the Vedas, what they have written for thousands of years of people through basically memory, they passed through information before it was put down. The yoga comes from that, actually, and this deep concept of understanding, which is now becoming a reality through science in everyday living. Be your health, good health, um, material success, or wisdom. Breathe again, deep breathe. So you travel through this physical component that are subtle, and then you have this outer body experience. Now see yourself from the ceiling of your house, your body is like a piece of a log or a car, and you are the driver of it. Other than that, it's just it's a vehicle for you because you are energy. And energy is in the terms of atma component. Keep on going out, you can see the Earth now spinning from the International Space Station. How fast it's going, 22,000 kilometers per second. We don't feel it. Same way we don't feel many of the physiological processes, your heart, your breath, you can feel it outside, it's your nostrils, but inside, chemical processes, the combustion, so many things are happening, but our senses can't detect them. So the perfection and purification of these senses is the way to actually gain insight, either your body or the universe. So Elon Musk and them, Jeff Bezos, yeah, good luck. I mean, spacecraft and things very good because these are things how we validate the universe. There's another way. This, if you learn how to actually travel through your subtle body and feel the universe, and your senses become so purified, and why there are animals and plants, apart from giving oxygen, food, etc., they teach us that the senses of other creatures around us are so high level. An elephant or a dog smell or a cat or a bird. We need to acquire because the potential is there in the human body of acquiring that level of actually perceptive powers. The human species are species only which keeps learning and growing. You can't stop. 1 degree doesn't mean anything, it's only bringing your grade. But the real learning is actually increasing the perceptive power of each of your senses. That's being truly human. Because other animals even have better senses than us. So where the intellect grows, to travel further up and within the what's called Akash Ganga or Milky Way, as I said, how big it is. So these temples have their 9 planetary systems, the sun. That's a prayer mechanism in most Hindu temples. And that's been centuries, thousands of years old. They knew the planetary system and the impact it has on the human body. It's not mythology or some things. It was real thing about how the earth is in the hands of this planetary system, at least in our universe. And now we understand beyond multiverses now. Mm. What's called parallel universes. So duality of nature, what you think, and the other option is already there and it is in another planetary system. Earth-like planets are there. That's the rule of matter. Nothing changes and nothing dies or created, it changes form. So even at the thought level it happens. You can live another life in the other thought at another place. How how unbelievable thing this is actually. Time dilation. The whole age thing changes if you travel at light of speed and another planet. You won't grow as fast old as you grow on Earth. The distance between moon, sun, Earth, speed of light, yeah, what's called event horizon. Or a place where you really want to acquire energy, then you have to reach the stage where the matter of this body, the process of particles that we change into energy, or this mass into energy, or the black hole that gives gravity, where the time and space becomes neutral, is this true freedom. And that's the goal of human beings, to be free all the time, mind, thought, and action with responsibility. Then the energy part comes in. Beyond that, what's called cosmic horizon, are 50 trillion light years. So matter is only 5% that we can observe. Dark matter is about 25%, and then beyond that is called dark energy. The Veds, where is described in the Sadhya Sukh, is written. So space where everything is, the whole unified field, quantum energy. So tap into it. The abundant is of wealth, health, wisdom is for every single species, 8 billion people doesn't need everyone who can be a billionaire. Everybody can have a good health. Everybody can rise to have the wisdom to acquire the skills to travel beyond our universe. Even. In context of universe, this nothing. Why are people fighting for little things? It's irrelevant when you understand the true creator and his or her creation. This is just, as I say, in the metaphor of putting a fence around the house, you just block yourself from every other thing that potentially you can acquire in a human. Closing of yourself. You just, and opening up has a total different impact on your body. In a physical, psychological level of your body. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. So that's called yoga nidra, the subconscious expression of the potential of this body. Yeah, very powerful. That what is yoga. Yeah, and good news is science is rapidly and incorporating these principles. The whole corporate world of people, high achievers, are now doing all these different types of exercises, breathing exercises, mindfulness to reach that extra potential or stimulate their body processes to acquire those skills that I was expressing now. So breathe. The next component of it is to actually how do you refine the upper levels of your chakra system is breathing. So the first one is called, so breathe in through your nostrils, breathe out through your nostrils. As you breathe in, push your belly button out. As you breathe out, push it in. Okay. Bhastika pranayam. Okay, so breathe in. And help yourself by moving your hands. Breathe in. Next one, Agnisara. So breathe in, breathe out, hold your breath, and then push your belly button out and in. Okay, when you hold breath. Breathe in and out. Push in and out. In and out. In, out. In. Good yoga, good. Come on, nice. Yoga poses, yes, yes. Yes, out. Come. Okay, so breathing. Okay, so mind, yeah, you get 80, 90 thoughts a day. What breathing does is cuts out a lot, and then you save energy and you are focused. So that's the why productivity increases, why it helps your intellect. Now we'll do what's called Ujjayi pranayams. You breathe in through your throat, the vibrational power you'll see which impacts your thymus, thyroid glands, immune system stimulation. Okay? Go Now, variation of spirit change, so increase but increase more. Can you feel the vibration in the chest area? Yeah, it has impact, okay, on your nerve system. So, look at chin, breathe again. Close your right nostril, breathe out to the left.
Yeah, that's called Ujjayi pranayama. Now we'll do what's called Kapal Bhati. Kapal, yeah, continual, metaphorically opening it up. Okay, so when we call about electromagnetic frequencies, the vibrations, the vibes that we feel, this is about 3 meters zone from your heart. The electrical conduction system, when it's really, really nicely coherent, you have this protective zone around you. Okay, stimulate this energy inside, and this can be measured by many techniques these days. It's not something now written only in Hindu books. It is now we can see by machine these electric frequencies, energies that are around there. We just need to be able to actually stimulate and be in it. Okay, randomly everybody feels it for a moment. Yeah, we get a good vibes. You say. All right, so now Kapal Bhati is a channel procedure in opening you from Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahad, Vishuddhi, Nashikagra, Trikuti, Ajna, or the Tika position, and top of your head. So it's a very powerful breathing exercise. Okay, so you have to have sit straight as possible. You are exhaling. This is the exhalation exercise. So push your belly button in and the air comes out. There is a vacuum created. You get by passively breathing in is happening inhalation. Okay. Okay. So it's very rhythmic as well. When you get into the rhythm, then you can do it for a long, long time. But it's very painful because your muscles are being pulled, yeah? Your tummy muscles, your back, side, chest. It's a very good exercise as well. It's all about breath. So that's why breath is very helpful. It magnifies whatever asana exercise we do by breath. It even is thousandfold more strong because oxygenation happens. Muscle exercises, yeah, and then the most important thing is mind because it's removing your thoughts because you're so concentrating on breath. So breath is that's why very powerful as I explained earlier in your midra. Now the next one is what's called Vaikumbhak. So we breathe in deep, Aventarpati, breathe out, Vai, breathe in, hold, it's called Vaikumbhak. Put your chin on your chest, Mool Ban, Jalandan Ban, Udan Ban, as long as you can. When you can't, breathe in and visualize the cleansing aspect of your subtle body and breathe out through your left nostril. Breathe in, breathe out, hold it as long as you can. In, completely immerse yourself like you shower yourself, external body gets relaxed in a good shower. Same way, okay, your breath gives a shower of your subtle neural complexes and connections. Okay, it's very powerful. Breathe in, out, by kumbhak, hold. In, in. One more time, within. Now we do a long, long alternate nasal breathing into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left. Okay, so it's corpus callosum. There's a connection between our left and right brain. We use left brain, the modern way of living and surviving, and the knowledge it requires only use left brain. Right brain involvement is very important. Imagine just using your one side of your body only your brain. So alternate nasal breathing increases the perceptive power of your right brain. Because if that's together, then you have this router of connection to the universe, the energy that is there in abundance for everyone. But if you say here I am based on meta and the dry knowledge that we have, this hard yaka, hard work to achieve anything. This is simple way within the body system that we now, the variation of this is called Nadi Shodhan, those 72,000 neural complexes that we stimulated by doing certain exercises. Now, this is targeted for it to breathe in through your left nostril, hold the breath, breathe out to the right, in to the right, hold it as long as you can, out to the left, in to the left, hold it as long as you can, in, out to the right, in to the right, Out to the left. E to the left. Out to the right. E to the right. E to the left. Out to the right. Now your other phase of total relaxation, your beta wave is going into alpha, complete relax. That's how it's very helpful because your thoughts, your distractions are gone. And you keep maintaining through breathing exercises and now meditation, what we'll do, which is part of concentration, you further slow the amplitude of your brain waves into what's called theta. It's like a it's like child stage. That's why children are very good in learning. When the brain waves are slower, you acquire much more information. So this is how yoga is very helpful for your body, from physiological functions to your mental relaxation and health. Then it helps you actually connect to the abundance. All right? So because the brain waves go down. Now this is what is it. Very good feeling. When you keep maintaining meditation for a while, when you go into a complete what's called Satchit Anand, blissful state of that Nasadya Rig Ved Sutra, which explains this infinity, space of abundance. So our rishis, our ancestors already had refined themselves to this level. Step, yeah, learning. I'm just sharing whatever I'm for 2% of the knowledge. There's so much. And the power that human beings can acquire is just unbelievable. Don't be a mediocre. Don't live at this basic state. Make use of your life. We've done very well materially in terms of, all these things we are doing. Now is the next stage. Now we'll do the meditation. Okay. Sit straight. Let's start with that Om vibration. Is the energy that we talk about? That's the energy. That's why our Om, because every Hindu group is the common language. And there are millions of Europeans and white people and others using it as well now, because as you know, there are millions of people practicing yoga in North America, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere now. And Om is the vibrational energy that we actually put our mind to. ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। संकल्प। हे परम पिता परमात्मा, हम अपने विभिन्न दुखों की निवृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपने पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आए हैं। कृपया करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराइए और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा बनी रहे। गॉड गिव अप लाइफ, रिमूव ऑफ पेन्स एंड sorrows, bestow of happiness, create a universe, the utmost luminous, pure and adorable. We meditate on these places, find guide our intellect in the right direction. Pratihara, detachment, dissociation, realizing your true self. मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। मैं पांच तन, पांच महाभूत, आकाश वायु में जल पृथ्वी, पांच तन्मात्राएं, रूप स्पर्श गंध शब्द, दस इंद्रियाएं, चित्त मन अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं, बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ। मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। The body keeps changing, mind keeps changing, emotions keep changing, thoughts keep changing, but I never change. So who am I? I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life source, I'm part of the entire creation. Yatha pinde, tatha brahmande, tatha brahmande, tatha pinde. I'm not the five primordial elements, the five subtle elements runs this body, the 10 senses, the mind, memory, ego, self-identification, all this nothing. But I'm the beyond that, the energy force that runs this body. मैं शुद्ध आत्मा हूँ, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। Come to the stage of pratihara detachment. Feel what you are truly. And if you get to touch that, then everything else is cleansed automatically. But to reach there, you do have to have some discipline and principle practices to reach there. But keep on trying, because if you even have a little ounce of touch, then it helps actually remove all the camouflage, the dust that is sitting and covering the real jewel that is inside. Dharana, dhyan, samadhi means concentration, meditation, and blissfulness. So there is a sequence of activities of concentration of this mind. As I said, breath and asans they keep bring you to this stage. You keep maintaining in this focus, then you start expressing internally. It's all about intuition. It's all about your right side of the brain. It's all about your connection, these antennas, the Wi-Fi and the router to the universe. What good is the most beautiful Macintosh uh, computer when it has no internet connection to it? Understand? So we can make this body good, which is very important, because body is good, mind status is good. But then if you don't have the link, then this is sitting in isolation as well. I use this example of computer system because we understand it. It's like there's no CPU or a computer CPU. Nothing is as complex. 12 dimensional our brain neurons are. They can function in that manner. Okay, so it needs that router too, because the abundance and the connection of the wild www dot thing is actually that infinite energy, the unlimited energy, or the dark energy. Okay? That space is there. So let's do concentration. How do you concentrate? Because mind, and never mind how much focus we bring, it still fluctuates. It's still fluctuating after all these activities that we do. Although, albeit it's reduced from 80,000 thoughts to maybe 10 now. But still, so bring to the soul focus. What better is to actually totally immerse yourself in the qualities of the infinite consciousness, the energy of Paramatma. Yeah, let's do that. So breathe in. ओम का पहला अर्थ है स्वर व्यापक, सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप, निराकार, स्वर शक्तिमान, अजन्मानंद अमर, नित्य पवित्र, सृष्टिकर्ता, नित्य उसी की स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करनी योग है. द क्रिएटर, दैट omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, that abundance, नौ द्रिव आकाश वायु अग्नि जल पृथ्वी, हर काल हर समय, 24 गुण 33 कोटियां, 5 क्रिया, हर मोड़ हर समय हर जगह पर उपस्थित है जी। अनंत काल से अपने उपकारों की आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करता है, प्राणी मात्र की संपूर्ण कामनाओं को पूर्ण करता है, हमारे लिए जो कुछ हित तथा हित करे उसे बिना मांग स्वयं हमारे झोली में डालते जाता है। आपके आंचल में विचल शांति तथा आनंद का वास है, आपके चरण शरण की शीतल छाया में परम तृप्ति है, शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धि तथा सब अविरचित पदार्थों की प्राप्ति में सच्ची श्रद्धा तथा विश्वास हो। हम स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करें, हम कमल की फूल की तरह रहे, मैला जीवन जो है मटीरियल वो उसमें जीते हुए भी उससे अलग ऊपर रहे, ऐसे सुंदर जीवन जीते रहे। ओम दैट ओमनी प्रेजेंट omniscient omnipotent, yeah? तो धर्म और काम जो मोक्ष है, 5 लक्ष्य जिंदगी की पूरा है हमारी, ब्रह्मचर्य, गृहस्थी, वानप्रस्थ, संन्यास की यात्रा अच्छी सफलता हो, 24 गुण 33 कोटियां, हर मोड़ हर समय शक्ति बनी है। From eternity, they keep showering your blessings, all desires and needs are always fulfilled by you. Whatever is good and beneficial for us, you provided us without doubt. Provided wisdom, happiness, peace, and contentment, love and affection, dispel our illness, weakness, and worries. May we always remember to sit, pray, and submit ourselves in the arms of the benevolent and compassionate God. May we be like that lotus flower living in this material world, be but out and away of you. Remove all the negativities of our life, narrow-minded, selfishness, lust, anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, negativities of our life. ओम का दूसरा अर्थ, सर्वरक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक, पृथ्वी लोक, वनस्पति, देवलोक, स्थूल शरीर, सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर, gross body, astral and causal body, क्या केरा को साइया मार सके ना कोई बाल लंबा का कर सके जो जग गई हो। You are the shield, you are the avenger, you are the protector. कोई random, there is nothing like randomness or accident. Everything is serpendious. There is synchronicity, there is hemostasis, there is symphony of life because if you connect with this energy, there is abundance, as I say, wisdom, love, and that's the language of communication. They always will be protected. There is nothing then can do anything. You are above and beyond, but you have to bring to a status of that complete faith, that devotion and emotion in this energy. And then if you are, it is always there. Oh, may we acquire all the virtuous qualities of life, forgiveness, simplicity, vitality, fearlessness, humbleness, may all good possessions, qualities be our possessions, may our body be healthy and strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine, and struck through your blessings and come to may all our senses be enlightened, may our heart have compassion and sympathy, words be amiable and thoughtful of action, and we have vision of love and creation, may we have complete education and wisdom, may our personalities be virtuous and great, the exist amongst the poorest of the poor, may our lives be devoted and dedicated in the graces. सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति और क्षमा, सरलता, स्थिरता, निर्भरता, कार, शून्यता, सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने, हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपूर्ण हो, हमारी मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत हो, हमारी आत्मा जितने अच्छे गुण है सब हमारे संपत्ति हो, हमारे हृदय में दया, सहानुभूति हो, वाणी में मिठास हो, में दृष्टि में प्यार हो, हमारे शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्ट हो, मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत हो, आत्मा पवित्र सुंदर, आपके संस्कृत सारी शक्तियां विकसित हो, वे विद्यता ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करे, हमारी व्यक्ति महान तथा विशाल है, दीनार दिनों के मन में चलने वाली, आपके चन्नान बिंदु में हमारा जीवन अर्पित है, अपनी सेवा में लेकर हमें कृतार्थ वेश में। ओम का तीसरा अर्थ, शुद्धमसि, बुद्धमसि, मुक्तमसि, निरंजनमसि, all pure, perfect and complete. May we strive and have discipline to strive towards this perfection. After all, we are human. We are on this journey of finding that intellect and freedom and purification at that level of knowledge to be completely free and reach the ultimate capacity of our potential as human beings. तत्वमसि हम ब्रह्म जैसे चिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति रितम संकल्प करे साधना पुरुषार्थ अभ्यास, तब विवेक की प्राप्ति होती है, तब वैराग आती है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी पावर, इंटेलेक्ट उतनी आ जाएगी। तो इनर्शिया, नेगेटिविटी, जो तामसिक शरीर है ना, उससे आप निकलोगे। मन की जो स्थिरता है, चंचलता है, उसमें बराबरी अगर राजसिक स्थिति से आप निष्काम कर्म करने की ओर आ जाओगे, फिर जो हमारी आत्मा है, जो क्लेश है जन्मों जन्म का और इस जन्म का, उससे छुटकारा होने का, कि कर्म भी हम ना करें, जो कुछ होता है वो जिस न्यूट्रलाइज हो जाएगा, निष्काम कर्म। जितनी क्लेश है धीरे धीरे सब अलग हो जाती है। अविद्या, अस्मिता, राग, द्वेष, अग्नि द्वेष, मृत्यु का भय, उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ, बदली की बनाओ, सब समाप्त हो। काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, माया, मत्सर या ईर्ष्या, द्वेष आदि कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर कर मेरी बात की का श्रेष्ठ की प्राप्ति हो। जागृत स्थिति, स्वप्न, सुषुप्ति, तुर्या तुर्या तरफ, भार्गव भार्गव चेतन स्थिति हमें पूरी की पूरी अभ्यास और में अब उसका हम अनुभव करें। ये शब्द वाणी हमारी संकल्प हो, ध्यान, ज्ञान, अन्न, जल, अग्नि, आकाश, स्मृति, आशा, आत्मा, परमात्मा की लगन, मैत्री भाव, करुणा, मुदिता, उपेक्षा की प्राप्ति, जैसे लोकेशना, प्रतिष्ठा, वितेष्टा, अटैचमेंट सब दूर हो। हमारी अन्नमय कोश, मनमय कोश, प्राणमय कोश, विज्ञान में आनंदमय कोश, शीत जो है सब उसकी प्यूरिफिकेशन हो। और हमारी यम नियम है ना, तू प्राप्ति हिंसा, सत्यास्त्य, ब्रह्मचर्य, पूरा संतोष, तपस्या, ईश्वर के निधान की प्राप्ति, तब हमारी जो स्थिति है ना, चित्त से मूल दो से एकाग्रा की स्थिति आएगी। योग चित्र वृत्ति निरोधा, सर्विकल से सर्विचार, सर्विस से निर्वि, संप्रजाय स्थिति से संप्रजाय, सर्वगुण से निर्गुण, सान शिष्टा, प्रबल्य, धारणा, ध्यान, समाधि, धर्म लक्षण अवस्था की प्राप्ति, सिद्धि की प्राप्ति, इस संयम की प्राप्ति सीधी आ जाती है। अनिमा, महिमा, गरिमा, लरिमा, महिमा, प्राप्ति, प्रकम्य, स्तवा, विस्तवा। वो भू प्राण स्वरूप परमात्मा, प्राणों का प्राण की शक्ति, भू आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक सभी प्रकार से दुखों को दूर करे, स्वाहा, सब सुख प्राप्ति हो। ईश्वर हमारी बुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग में प्रेरित करे, बुद्धि से गलत न करे, सदा चिंतन, निंदा, आपकी स्तुति, प्रार्थना, उपासना करे। प्राण दाता, दुख हरता, सुख प्रदाता, जगत उत्पादक, प्रकाश, परमात्मा, देव के वरण्य श्रेष्ठ रूप का ध्यान करते हमारी बुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग में प्रेरित करें। मंत्र चिकित्सा। ओम तक्षुर्देहितं पुरुषं शतम जीवे शरदायाम शरदाशतम दीनश्याम शरदा यज्जाग्रतो दूर्मय दैवितिम दूरमं ज्योतिरि तन्मे मना संकल्पमस्तु प्रयत्नं सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनं निरुक्तमेववन्दनां मृत्युर्मुक्ष्मामृता ॐ तेजोमसि तेजोमयि देवि बलमयि देवि ओजोमसि ओजोमयि देवि वीरमसि वीरमयि देवि ओम सहोमसि सहोमयि देवि ओम तनुपाग्नि तनुवन्ने पाई चोदाग्नि सिवर्चो में देवि ओम तनोमा तन्ममा भवतु मा ओम तमेव मा च पिता तमेव सुखात्म विद्या ग्रंथ में सर्वदेवा ओम विश्वादिर्तानि पराश्व यद्भद्रं तन्याश्व ओम हिरण्यगर्भा समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जाता पीरित्या सदा विद्यामुतिर्वा कृष्णो देवयः विशाखि देवम् ओम यात्मदा यस्य विश्वोपासित पश्यं यस्य देवा यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युं कृष्णो देवयः विशाखि देवम् ओम प्राणतुनिशतो मात्रेन्द्र जागतो भाभुव या ईशेष द्वीपचस्पतुष्पया कृष्णो देवायाः विशाखि देवम् उमेन देवरुग्रापितविचदिरा येन स्वास्थवितं येन नाथ योऽन्तरिक्षे राजेशो विमाना तस्मै देवायाः विशाखि देवम् ओम प्रजापतिनतदीतानन्द विश्वाजातानि परिता भाभुव यत्कामास्ते जोहुमस्तनोऽस्तु वयं श्यामपतरोरहिनाम ओम सन्नुबन्धजनिता सविधाता धमानि वेद भुए नानि विश्वा यत्र देवामृतमानुषान्नाशशिभिये धावन्नभेरियन्ता Umagnine Sukutaraasman Vishwani Deva Yunani Vidwan Yodasmajauraan Veno Bhushante Namatin Vidhe. ओम नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च नमस्काराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ओम शन्नो मित्रा शन्वरुणा शन्नो भर्गो अरिमा शन्नो इंद्रो बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णु रुक्रमा नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्तवाय तमोच्चं ब्रह्मादि तमोच्चं ब्रह्मादि स्वामी रिक्तं वदि स्वामी सत्यं वदि स्वामी तन्ममोतु तद्वाक्तरामोतु होतु मामोतु वाक्तराम ओम शन्नदेवीरविष्टया आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्नो रवि शर्वन्तु नः ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाश स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नष्टाशर्यो अरिष्टनेमि स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु नः ॐ सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सवीर्यं कर्वावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि ॐ देना तत्तेना भुजिता यथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे तथा पिंडे ॐ पूर्णिवाहि कर्माणि ये विषयतां समायोजयति नान्यतिथि अस्ति न कर्मणि न ॐ अस्तु मा सत्गमय तमसु मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युमा अमृतं गमय ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति अन्तरिक्ष गुरु शान्ति पृथ्वी शान्तिरापा शान्तिरोषधय शान्ति वनस्पति शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति शविगुण शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति क्षमा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्ति 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 ॐ शांति 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 परमात्मा का कृपा बनाए जी all the energy direction and intellect of life be healthy good status and have a good week and then we join next week again and do it at least once a week and you understand by now the meaning of what whole life is okay thank you for joining